A Kimura. All right. So, what is a Kimura? How do you do a Kimura? If you want to know more about this, if you actually give a shit, go online, type in the word Kimura, and then read the Wikipedia page because I don't want to bore you with it. Now, we have a very interesting history, and Kimura is a wonderful story. So do yourself a favor, look into that. Now I'm going to show you how to do a Kimura. We'll start with closed guard because that still exists. The idea of a Kimura is this. If I had a partner in what's called a closed guard, when I say guard, unguard. I am defending myself. I want to clinch. I'm going to break his posture, control the middle. And now from here, if he was to push off of the ground with his hands to sit up straight, freeze. Right now, this is the opportunity for what's called a Kimura, okay? You can hold on to the wrist, wrap the arm over the top, cut the angle, add the weight, and get the tap. That is what a Kimura looks like. Now, if we do that from another angle, I'll get you laid down, please. Head this way. Scoot a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Freeze here. If I was here and he established an underhook, but I had base, and I pinned the arm to the ground. From here, it's the exact same lock. Anytime that the hand is pointing downwards and I bend the arm the wrong way, we're going to refer to it as a Kimura grip. Super easy submission, lost in the sands of time because I am old and nobody cares. All right, so I'm gonna do basic application. That's the most important thing. You don't just jump on board and start doing Kimuras. I want you to hop in my guard, please. And we're just gonna do what's called a basic application. Freeze here and put two hands on the mat. Perfect. Anytime you're starting to learn things, you shouldn't have a resisting partner. You shouldn't have a resisting partner. You should have a good bad guy who feeds you the things so that you can get good at it. Now, if I have my legs wrapped around him, maybe I can. I don't know, maybe he got a bad back. I can. If I turn my hip bones towards what I'm fighting, it's easy for me to come up and wrap. So let's turn just a tiny bit. The basic wrap for the Kimura gets taught wrong all over the world. The idea is not... My job is to make sure when I turn my body and I grab, you can grab with what's called a C-clamp or a monkey grip. It doesn't matter in this instance. But if I start to reach over the top at the shoulder, it's very hard for me to reach my wrist for the hold. It's like tying a knot. I'm always going to come over the top of the elbow. That way, it's very easy for me to get to my own wrist. So holding on, C-clamp or monkey grip, it doesn't matter. The idea is to come over the top of the elbow itself and lock that in. Now, a lot of minor details, but for now, for the basic application, I lay down on my back and I connect the limb to my body. The idea is not limb versus limb. I'm actually going to pinch my elbows, pull the arm to me, and push the wrist to him. Straighten your arm, please. That got hard to do, right? Straighten the arm, please. You win. The idea is to make sure that you are fighting body versus limb. Start to straighten your arm. That's hard to do, isn't it? From here, I need to make sure that I hook his trailing leg. Can you roll over your right shoulder, please? You win. Come back. The idea is not for me to have to invert and follow him. Roll over. It's hard to do now, so you're going to hook the trailing leg. Now, I need to create an angle so that I can give leverage instead of strength. I'm going to escape my hip. Once my hip is out, my trailing foot bites at the hip bone, and I'm going to turn my chest, not push my arms. To add insult to injury, push the wrist up to the head when you turn the chest. You're going to get a very easy tap.